So I just want to mention real quickly that 2004 Facebook was founded, and in 2006 Twitter was founded. So anybody who played post 2003, the NFL kind of entered into the social media age. So we're already in the 2011 NFL draft. So these players are now being widely covered. There's ESPN and NFL is basically taken over the MLB in terms of national sports interest. It's just definitely taken on its own like life of its own, 24/7 coverage. It seems like it gets more and more intense. Last 5 years. But anyhow, and I just think there's just too much hype over these players. Honestly, the round the clock coverage of their college teams. ESPN constantly hyping up players in their college careers. We had some, college players drafted that played like one or two seasons in college, didn't play a lot of games, and then people wonder why they don't work out in the NFL. But anyhow, 2011 NFL draft, Panthers took Cam Newton, quarterback, Auburn. Now, I personally don't think he's that great of an NFL quarterback. I know he won the MVP, got his team to the Super Bowl, but a lot of injuries. I mean, yeah, he had all the physical tools, but guy had like a really bad passing percentage, like around 56, 58% for your passing percentage or completion percentage, which you just can't do in the NFL. I mean, I know he got injured and all that, but anyway, for number one draft pick for a quarterback, I mean, he's not obviously he's top tier. He's not, he's not a scrub, as Stephen A would say. But okay, Denver Broncos, Von Miller, slam dunk Hall of Famer. I don't even need to go into this. This guy's insane, amazing linebacker, Texas A&M. Won the MVP in the Super Bowl. Basically took over a Super Bowl. Won another Super Bowl with the Rams. Got to another Super Bowl. Well, on a very good Bills team. So got to then he got injured. Definitely going to be in the Hall of Fame. Buffalo Bills at number three. Marcel Darius, defensive tackle, Auburn, Alabama, University of Alabama. Cincinnati Bengals, AJ Green, wide receiver, University of Georgia. I believe he just retired. Very, very, very solid career. Played with some bad Bengals teams, but very solid career. Arizona Cardinals, Patrick Peterson, quarterback, Louisiana State. Atlanta Falcons, Julio Jones, wide receiver, University of Alabama. I would be shocked if this guy does not make it in the Hall of Fame. Really shocked. So 2011, already very strong draft. San Francisco 49ers at seven. Alden Smith, defensive end, Missouri. Tennessee Titans, Jake Locker, didn't pan out. Quarterback, Washington, they just couldn't protect the guy. Tons of injuries. Dallas Cowboys at number nine, Tyron Smith, offensive tackle, Southern California, University of SC, SC. Um, Jacksonville Jaguars, Blaine Gabbert, quarterback, University of Missouri. I believe he plays for the Bucks, or he's backed up Tom Brady, but I don't think he's ever been a starter. And maybe he started a few seasons Jacksonville, but I think he's basically been a backup. Houston Texans at number 11 took J.J. Watt, defensive end, Wisconsin. Amazing. The guy had three-time MVP and defensive. Was he was he the MVP or the defensive player of the year 3 times? Insane sacker. I mean, this guy's 100% going to be in the Hall of Fame. Slam dunk, first ball. He just retired. So Von Miller is still playing. J.J. Watt and Julio Jones. Wow, this is an insane draft class already. 2011, but time will tell. But I mean, these three are slam dunk. I don't think anybody can argue with me. Minnesota Vikings, Christian Ponder, quarterback, Florida State, didn't pan out in NFL. Detroit Lions, I'm just saying it as it is. Nick Fairley, defensive tackle, Auburn. St. Louis Rams at that time, we were in St. Louis. Robert Quinn, defensive end, North Carolina. Miami Dolphins took Mike Pouncey, offensive lineman from Florida, University of Florida. Washington, now called the Commanders, Ryan Kerrigan, defensive end, Purdue. New England Patriots, Nate Solder, offensive line, Colorado. 18, San Diego Chargers, now in Los Angeles. Corey Liuget, don't know how to pronounce your last name, Corey, apologize. Defensive tackle, Illinois. New York Giants, Prince Amukamara, cornerback, Nebraska. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Adrian Claiborne, defensive end, Iowa. I don't know how you panned out. Defensive lineman, sorry. Cleveland Browns. These guys are just were pretty terrible drafting you. Some really bottom feeder teams. I think we all know who they are. Like the Buccaneers for many a decade, the Detroit Lions, the Browns, the Jets. Phil Taylor, defensive lineman, Baylor. Indianapolis Colts, Anthony Costanzo, offensive line, Boston College. Philadelphia Eagles at 23, Danny Watkins, offensive lineman at Baylor. New Orleans Saints at 24, Cameron Jordan, defensive end, California. I think he is a very, very good player. I don't know if he's Hall of Fame caliber, but he's definitely like one of those, very good, as they would call. If there was a wing called the very good. Seattle Seahawks at 25, James Carpenter, offensive lineman, Alabama. Kansas City Chiefs, John Baldwin, wide receiver, Pittsburgh. Don't think he panned out. Baltimore Ravens, Jimmy Smith, cornerback, Colorado. New Orleans Saints, Mark Ingram, running back, Alabama, University of Alabama. He played for a long time in the NFL. I think he's with the Ravens. People consider him pretty good. I mean, I'd say he's lasted a long time for running back. Um, New York Jets, Muhammad Wilkerson, defensive tackle, Temple. Pittsburgh Steelers, Cam Hayward, defensive tackle, Ohio State. I think he might end up in the Hall of Fame. He's definitely very, very stout, amazing career, but we'll see what happens when he retires. I think he's still playing. He might have retired last year, but I believe he's probably towards the end of his career already because it's hard to play a really long time at that position. And 32nd pick, Green Bay Packers took Derek Sherrard, offensive line, Mississippi State. So this is a pretty strong draft class. Von Miller, Julio Jones, J.J. Watt. That's three. For 100% slam dunk, Hall of Famers. Three in the first round I know it's like the average, or it's right at the top of the average because you usually get one or two. We had only one draft where there was like six, and that was insane. Um, but anyhow, I think that's considered to me a pretty strong draft class, 2011. Next video coming soon.